Yo lads, how we doing? Today's video is on Netherlands, and you guys know the drill, so let's get started. So, the Netherlands have a pretty good team. I would say they're pretty underrated when it comes to their talent because we're not one of those teams that gets praised a lot. We got France, Germany, Italy, Spain, all these great teams, but I feel like Netherlands just missed out. And I remember well, I didn't remember live, but I used to watch highlights on football, and as I'm getting my football knowledge, I learned towards Netherlands. Back in the day, Netherlands had a really good team, and Netherlands was a team that my dad ended up supporting. The likes of Johan Cruyff, he was a leader. He was a very big person in the Dutch community in the football society, and he's one of the best players of all time. That's no bias. That's just, in my opinion, what I think is true. Well, kind of biased, but yeah. Anyways, Ronald Koeman. So this year for 2026 World Cup, the Netherlands is led by Ronald Koeman, a coach deeply connected to Dutch football identity. He emphasizes structured discipline and tactical clarity. This team is well organized and hard to break down. Koeman has focused on restoring balance after years of inconsistency, and the key question is whether his pragmatic approach can still produce enough attacking threat against elite opponents. So, as you guys can see or have seen, Ronald Koeman is not the greatest manager of all time. He's not the greatest. After we saw what he did with Barcelona, how he brought them down after Lionel Messi, he left Suarez. He ended up selling Suarez and led to Lionel Messi, Barcelona's best player of all time, leaving the club. And due to their financial nature of the board, like Josep Bartomeu, I think that's his name. Yeah, he's one of the reasons Barca went broke. They were unable to afford Messi's salary because they weren't able to transfer him or register him for the new season, and he had to leave. So he went to PSG and all these things, and this was a problem by Ronald Koeman, and he ended up getting sacked. Anyways, back to the Netherlands. The Netherlands, they're trying to bring back up the glory days to where they were before, although they have never won a World Cup. This is because they've been inconsistent, so sometimes they've been good, sometimes they've been bad. So we're gonna see what Ronald Koeman's able to do at the World Cup. Next, we have his defensive strength and team identity. So, as you know, Netherlands is one of those teams that is always getting born. The one of their best nature position is defenders, just like Italian defenders. Italy is known for defenders. The Netherlands is also known for defenders. As you can see, Virgil van Dijk. Um, he's basically one. He was at his time the best center back in the world at some point. So they're strongest when organized, compact, and patient. Their backline is among the most experienced in international football. This defensive stability allows midfielders and attackers to play with freedom, so they don't have to worry about the defense. The thing is, they have problems with creativity when it comes to deep defenses. Success will depend on whether the team can control games and not just contain them. So, which brings me to my next point: leadership and star power towards the Netherlands and how they will do at the World Cup. At the heart of the team is Van Dijk. His leadership sets the tone defensively and mentally. When he's dominant, the Netherlands looks confident and composed. Unlike past generations, this team doesn't rely on one attacking superstar. Instead, responsibility is shared across the squad. So, as you may think, there are many different players in world football who are usually known as that leader because of their attacking stability. But in the Netherlands, this is different because their biggest position is defense, and Van Dijk is basically that defender that carries and does all these crazy things. And yeah, that's why he's the main man. He's the leader, unlike other international teams. So that balance could be their biggest strength or their biggest limitation. So uh, the team doesn't have to rely on one player; it relies on the whole team, and Van Dijk is one of those players that takes responsibility for and leads the whole team. The thing is this good or bad? Let me know in the comments because Netherlands also have a spread out team. So if the team plays bad, everybody plays bad. But if the team plays good, everything is great. So in the end, the Netherlands World Cup hopes depends on three things. So it's Koeman's discipline, how he treats the players, how they do, A defense built to survive tournament pressure. So basically, the way Kuman carries out these taxes, especially towards the defense, and whether collective leadership can compensate for the lack of a single attacking focal point. So, since the attack isn't that great, we can use the defense, and from the defense leads to the midfield. The midfield gets that from the defense and is able to make plays, or they can create chances toward the attackers who have a chance to score, which is De Jong, Gravenberch, Lang. I would say just Memphis Depay and Cody Gakpo are those two I can remember from the top of my head, and Luke De Jong. But I don't know if he's gonna play at this World Cup. I don't know, but we'll see. So let's get into our flop mob. All right, so Netherlands, they have, let's see, they're seventh. Obviously, they have to play against Norway. Apologize, my computer's been kind of slow lately. So their fixtures, they have to play against Norway and against Ecuador, which is pretty good since they are not the strongest team in the world, but they still have some competition like Norway with Erling Haaland, Sorloth Odegaard, and uh, all these good players. We have Ecuador who has Estupinian, Caicedo, Pacho. I'm naming these from the top of my head. But yeah, these are pretty good. I feel like these are all underdog teams. Like they still have pretty good chances when it comes to the World Cup. But they're not as praised as other teams. For the Netherlands, let's take a look at their squad. Sorry. So, coach, obviously we talked about already, Ronald Koeman. The keeper, I'm gonna be honest, my ball knowledge is kind of weak, so I don't know any of these keepers. I think I know Mark Flecken. I want to say. Defense, we got Timber, Delict, Mickey Van de Ven. I forgot Van de Ven was Dutch. Low key. Nathan Ake. Oh, and obviously Van Dyke, and then Dumfries. So yeah, they both are. But Dumfries is a midfielder. I think he can play right back though, right? I'm pretty sure he can play right back. So he should be if this is a team, right back, center back, other center back, left back, and then everybody else on the bench. But Ake, I think, could also have chances to start. If he fights for that role, then he should be able to start. Midfield, we got De Jong, Gravenberch, and Reinders. I think depending on what Koeman decides to play, I'm naming all the players that I know or that I think will make the starting 11. Xavi Simmons might play as a cam, depending on how this formation is settled. But anyways, if it's that, then the two strikers would be Depay and Weghorst, since these are the two strikers or the main men that are gonna come in. So I think Weghorst and Depay aren't the strongest attackers, but like I said, there is a bit of depth everywhere. So there could still be chances. Also, I want to talk about Van Dyke. Van Dyke, this guy's 34. Oh wow, 10 million. That's not great. But this guy, apparently, he's one of the best midfielders in the world. I mean, defenders. Sorry. Unless you, I don't know what to expect from him. He is 34 years old, so we can't expect much. But at the same time, we can't expect nothing. So Netherlands have a pretty decent team. But I don't know if it's gonna go far. Actually, I think they're gonna mess up, and I don't think they're gonna do pretty well. In the groups, let's see where Netherlands are. Netherlands have Japan, Tunisia, and a European playoff beat. This could be potentially Italy. We don't know. If this is Italy, I will come back to these different videos and I will make edits or predictions on what I think is gonna happen again in these videos. But let's see. Netherlands. I think if Japan plays well, they could play be first, but right now I think Netherlands get first. So F1, get it? F1. Okay, so if they make it an F1, let's go. Let's look for F1. F1 would play second place of C. I think I predicted that would be Scott from Morocco and Morocco or Netherlands. I think I want to say Netherlands. So second place teams will play the first place team in this. So second place A against second place B. So this would be, I would say South Korea, and then this is hard. Like on the spot, I think Netherlands takes that. So I would say, wait, Morocco or Netherlands? I don't know because Morocco have. Wait, I I want to say I'm not gonna predict on the table, so I'm not gonna do that. I think Netherlands. I'm gonna be honest. I think they're gonna have a bad tournament. I just don't think anything is gonna click for them. And I'm gonna say round of 16. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Netherlands have the chance what it takes. Um, they might prove me wrong. I think if they could go far in this tournament, but I'm not too sure. Um, Netherlands, you guys have a good team, but if you guys can't do anything with that team, there's no point. Um, I think the leadership, Van Dijk's getting old with that. As Van Dijk gets older, there is a problem as it starts to occur. The other players get affected, and then that becomes a problem. So I'm predicting round of 16 for Netherlands, and that will be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.